Hello everyone, it's Dragana at Saacibo. Welcome and welcome back to my channel. I cannot believe it's been more than a month since we've done a 15 minutes crafting challenge, and in this episode we are going to use the latest freebie. These 2 pages with windows and with window shutters. There's several different things you can make with these. We're going to make window with shutters that can be used either as a card or as an ephemera folio or as a pocket in a journal, up to you. We'll do one and I will show you examples at the end of what I've done so far. We're going to use just the basic supplies: scissors, glue, perhaps some ink, something to punch a hole. If you happen to have some brads, they would come in handy. We will need them for the closure. I'm going to use some leftover wax thread, and these clips would be handy just during the working process. So I'm going to cut out these, and at the same time I will tell you about the freebie. To get the freebie, please visit my website. Link is up on the screen and also below the video. Once you are on the free download page, close all the ads that pop up. Look for the image you wish to download, click on the image, and it should open up in a new window or a tab. Now you can choose to print or save the image. You do not need to register. You do not need to pay or install anything. I do not ask for anything in return. If you click on any of the ads by mistake and they ask for your payment, subscription, or your details, just know it is not me. Please do not provide your information. If you wish to share my freebies, please share the link to my website. Please do not sell or redistribute in a digital form as a freebie anywhere else. It is okay to use printed version of all my freebies in the journals that you make and sell. Okay, now let's go back to the project. I can't wait. Everything is cut, and you may wonder why I cut the hinges off of these and I kept them here. Simply because I want to demonstrate to you that it doesn't really matter whether you leave hinges on that part or on the shutters. It will work either way. Won't be using that one today. I'll just be using these 3 parts. So what I do first is fold this like so. Just fold in half. And if you wonder what sort of paper I printed this on, this is a light cardstock. I think it was 120 or 140 GSM. I'm sorry, I don't know for certain because I unpacked the papers and threw away the packaging, and now I can't remember because I've been buying them in all different weights. It feels like 120. Okay, I'm just rounding these corners a little bit, and I do the same with this one because I need 2. This is just so easy. And yet the result is gorgeous, and I really love this style of windows, Mediterranean style with shutters. It just reminds me of summer and the holidays. I think this is a perfect project for 15-minute session. It really doesn't take a long time, and it gives such a nice interactive addition to your journal. I prefer to do it this way. I open this up, place that there, put some paper clips, then I add the glue here. And then I just fold these to the inside like that. Remove the clips and then just close that. And your hinges are done. Look, it opens and closes nicely and it looks good on both sides. Okay, if you decide you want to put the hinges on those and maybe add them to something else to create like a door, you basically do the same, but when you glue them onto that side of the paper. Okay, and then you just fold to the inside. Okay, so that would work too. I'm going to now do the same as here because I don't want a different look. I want it to look the same. Either way is fine. So now I just repeat this. I'm going to fold them before I add the glue. I won't have to get the glue on my fingers. Let's add the glue now. Just picking up excess glue. Gold just makes it pop. I'm going to cut here. Perhaps I should use the ruler. It's safer. For example, you can just glue that as a pocket, or you can glue a different paper on the back and turn it into a card. So I'm going to go and do that. I think I want to have that open and that closed. So I'm adding the glue here, 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 and here. Okay, so all of this is supposed to be glued. So let's go here, close to the edge, as close as you can get without making a mess. I could have gone with one of the brick textures as well, or wood, or anything you want, but I just like these old fresco walls. Now I'm going to wait for this to dry a little bit, and then I'll just cut around. And while that is drying, I want to show you this. I have one that I prepared earlier, and in this one I have cut through each of these. Maybe you can see on this side better, okay? Because I want to use it as a pocket for small ephemera such as these labels, and then I want to be able to close it. I've prepared everything, I just have to glue it, and I've marked on this side where to apply the glue. You apply the glue above the top of the pocket, so at the bottom. So I'll just follow these lines like that. Should have gone with a different color pencil. Would have been easier to see. And then you apply to the bottom. You can apply here at the top because you don't have a pocket there. And then you just go and apply to the sides. And I suppose I can just go like this in the middle. It will just make everything sit better. Okay. I've been working in this journal since last video, and I'm halfway to completing it. I've actually decided I'm going to fill it up completely, writing and all. And I was so inspired to keep doing it, and I wanted to show you in the video, but I haven't completed it yet. It takes time. As soon as it's done, I'm going to show you. So now I would grab one of these. I haven't cut them all out, and just place them. I've been using these words basically as prompts to journal, and I've enjoyed myself so much. Okay, now I can close that. Let's continue with our project. So now that is dry, I just have to cut around. I think I should ink this side a little bit. Here I like to punch holes a bit further away from the edge because of the size of my breads. I don't want them to be too bulky. I don't want them to be too small either. The flat ones are the best for this, and I don't like to use the ones that have this decorative edge because it starts ripping the thread. So something with smooth edge. I'm gonna go with these green ones with pink flowers. Okay, so I just put that through there, and then I separate here. That's it. Very easy to do. That's a leftover thread from binding a journal. So I just do like a double knot on one side. By the way, you can also just punch bigger holes and add eyelets, if that's what you like. Just gonna cut here. Okay, and then when you add eyelets, you can also add ribbon, organza ribbon or something like that. That's too long, so I will just cut it maybe there. Another thing you can do is add beads here. Let's find some things to put inside. Circus. No. No, 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 no. Hope I have something in here. No. Okay. Can this one fit? No, it's a bit too big. Find something else. Maybe that one. Oh, it's too big, but perhaps this one. Just, oh, it fits nicely. Love that. No. Or maybe some of these. Maybe that photo too. Okay, so that's the freestanding one. And I just want to give you an idea for this one. I've done something similar in this journal here. That's a window from a different kit, the rustic charm one. And basically I applied the glue around here and on that half, and I also cut through here. Okay, so that's now a side pocket, and you basically just add a little bit of lace and it's like a curtain. So that can be done with this one as well. And I want to show you something else. Oh, my favorite journal. I prepared this one earlier. I have cut all these out, and then I've glued a piece of recycled acetate or transparency film. I'm just going to glue it in the journal to show you what that looks like. maybe here a bit. Will just hold better. And then directly in the journal. Now it doesn't actually look like a window or a door. It looks like one of those glass cabinets, doesn't it? I love it in this journal. Let's just test it out. Gorgeous. I just love this project. I can't tell you which way of using I prefer because I like them all. I really love how that one turned out. Although it did take a while to cut it out, a bit more work, but it's totally worth it, I think. I love the simple version here. That's so easy to do. You just basically cut it. You make a cut here and you just glue it into a journal and you add a bit of lace. And that would look amazing, I think. And then in this case, really cute little folio. It just occurred to me that instead of that paper, I could have just glued that perhaps, although this part here is a little bit different, but then that would be the inside, that would be the outside of this, and then maybe make a pocket here. Not too late to do it now. It's just another option. I'm sure you can come up with other ways of using this freebie. That's also really cool to have as a place to put small ephemera inside. Anyways, I hope you enjoy this. I hope it was fun. Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you soon in my next video. Bye for now.